Welcome to another night of exciting Braves and Lady Braves basketball. We are at home again here on the campus of Tishomingo County High School. And again, the Braves and Lady Braves in division play tonight as Ripley comes calling. Lady Braves on this 17-0 record so far, 3-0 in the division. And Michael, going back to last year, they've won 31 games in a row.
That is crazy. I mean, the Lady Braves, again, like you said, division contest, things are kind of, get a little bit more emphasized, bolded. That game kind of stands out because it is a division game, but the Lady Braves have had no trouble so far this year, really, outside of Deshler with anybody. So you play with a lot of confidence. Want to get this division win behind them, and hopefully, if things go the way we need it to at home, be able to get out to a comfortable lead, hopefully, and be able to rest some of our starters. Got a busy rest of the week coming up for these ladies.
Yeah, this is the second matchup between these two squads on the season, as the Lady Braves won handily at Ripley, and are hopeful to do that tonight as they have a few nagging injuries. They'd like to rest some people just as much as they could.
Yeah, we were talking to Coach Middleton about that at the beginning. He said, if there's a team, if we ever had a team that's prepared for that, for those kind of the long season and folks kind of banged up, a little nagging injuries, he said this team is built for that. I mean, got a lot of depth, got a lot of experience on the bench. So Lady Braves are, like I said, just going to try to work their way through a couple of players that are dealing with just nothing serious, just little painful stuff. But I expect the Lady Braves to come out and be focused like they've done every game of the year.
And really the exact opposite is the boys' game. Really important boys' game coming up tonight. Braves got back over 500 in the division, 2-1, but the only division game they've lost this year has been at Ripley. And we saw Ripley lost to Shannon's boys, who our boys took care of. So it's kind of getting to be a little jumbled in the middle of this division. And a win tonight puts you at 3-1 and puts you in really good position.
Yeah, and I know Coach Parsons and these boys are going to be focused for that reason alone. But even more so, kind of a crazy ending at the game at Ripley a few weeks ago. Just things kind of went south. Just some officiating issues, technical fouls. So I think Coach Parsons and the boys, we saw them come out focused last time in that division game, and I think they will really come out and try to get this game at home, like you said, and put themselves in really good position headed down the stretch run.
Again, the boys are 2-1 in the division, 14-6 overall as they head into action tonight. Friday night, the Braves and Lady Braves will head on the road as they will finish up their regular season with Shannon, the regular season matchup with Shannon. And that game could actually be, according to how other games go, the Lady Braves might actually clinch the division that night.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's what that's the reward you get when you take care of business, early. So.
And if the boys can take care of business, you say tonight, that could be a battle for first place coming up Friday night at Shannon. Also.
Yeah, I mean, man, just some great basketball with a lot of consequences on the line here coming up.
Girls will be in action this weekend, and boy, it's a big one coming up Saturday in the Robertson Classic in New Albany.
Yeah, the number one team in the state, 7A Tupelo Lady Golden Wave. They come in at number one overall, defending 7A state champions, Lady Braves, number one in 4A, number 5 overall. They will meet in the Robertson Classic, the Lady Challenge. A bunch of good games that day, but the marquee game at New Albany at 5 o'clock?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock is going to be the Lady Braves and the Tupelo Lady Golden Wave. And TC fans have traveled for years. They will show up, have no reason to doubt they won't fill that gym up with TC blue.
Yeah, it needs to be a lot of blue, and we're going to take our blue down there.
Our blue is going to be, I was telling people, we normally don't do these games for several reasons. Usually on a Saturday, it's one game. It's kind of hard to know with the schedule if games run along. The radio station has to get Ariel out of her home, get her up to the radio station to be able to do it. But all those things have come together. When you got a top 5 matchup and your Lady Braves are undefeated and they got a chance to face the number one team in the state, hey, we're going to be there.
That's right. We will be on the air sometime around 5 according to how games run lengthwise. So if you turn us on at 5 and we ain't on yet, don't go away. We'll be there. All right, time ticking down. Both teams still finishing their warm-ups. We'll have the national anthem starting lineups coming up here momentarily. Lady Braves coming off the win against Amory by a final score of 65-23, and that was a game that was 52-14 at the half, and pretty much just ran the clock in the second half, and Coach Middleton got to play a lot of players.
Yeah, that's what, again, that's just the benefit of being able to pull a lead, and that's why he feels really good about his bench being able to step up and provide some playing time to give some of his starters that are kind of struggling with some nagging injuries where they want to play the whole game.
All right, teams have finished their warm-up. They head back to their respective benches. Right before they get ready for the national anthem, we'll send it back to the studio and come back with your starting lineups. Season, it just seems like we started and here the season already winding down.
Is that not crazy?
Division, here we are midway through January, and the division tournament starts February the 4th. So, I mean, we're getting close already.
And it's about to get real crazy. Like you said, with division tournament, first-round playoffs, it's going to get real busy real quick. And so, it's just, like you said, just seemed like yesterday we just turned this equipment on for the first time this year.
All right, both teams are at the respective benches, waiting on the clock to finish running out. And we'll have a few announcements, and then we'll have our national anthem. And Michael went on and gave our assistant coach some praise on, she just does a great job and sings every night.
I told her, I said, I hadn't had a chance to tell you this. You do a phenomenal job with the national anthem. And I said, also, I'm pretty sure you hold the world record for most consecutive national anthem sung.
That's right.
She got a kick out of that.
All right, we're about ready for that particular national anthem. So we're going to send it back to the studio for about a 2.5-minute break. And when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups. It's the Lady Braves. It's the Lady Tigers. TC and Ripley coming up 2.5 minutes. You're listening to Braves basketball. Welcome back to Tishomingo County Braves basketball here from the campus of Tishomingo County High School. Division play tonight. Braves and the Ripley Tigers. It was the Lady Tigers have been introduced. We're waiting for the Lady Braves to be introduced as they play the highlights, I guess you call it, on the Jumbotron.
That never gets old, does it?
No, I can sit there and just keep watching that. See, that most all them highlights is stuff we've called, makes it even better. Lady Braves come in 17-0 on the season, 3-0 in the division. I think they may have added some highlights to it.
Maybe, yeah. It's a work in progress.
It is. It may be halftime before they're finished with that. All right, so we will, with the nagging injuries, we will make sure that the starting lineups are usually what they are and not cheat somebody of the recognition. Meg Moore getting the start again, the freshman. And Claire Ray also started. Well, that takes care of the nagging injuries. So we're ready to go. Casey Timms, the Taz, is your third starter. Abby Reed, we call her Lefty.
Congratulations to Taz and Abby. Both have received some offers as well to play at the next level.
And they both got offers from the same school.
Same place, yep.
Yeah, we're very impressive.
So that's three of the starters, that have received offers to play, and I think there's more to come.
And, of course, your last starter is the lone senior on this team. That's the coach's daughter, Baylin Middleton. Watching them warm up out here, a good hour before tip-off. And Baylin hit 2 from half court. I mean, literally half court.
Wow. Turn her loose, Coach. Let her try one.
I said, if we end up in a close game, we're counting on you to hit one from half court. Coach was like, we better not be in a close game. All right, we're ready to go. Braves in the home white, Ripley in the road black uniforms with the gold numbers and the white trim. Meg going to jump center for the Braves. And the tip controlled by the Lady Tigers, and we are underway. Braves go from left to right. You look at your radio dial. Right wing, now they feed down into the corner. Baseline drive, shot on the way is blocked by Baylin. Abby with the rebound, gets it ahead to Meg. She slows it down. Now feeds it out front, right wing.
2-3 zone, Beta Wamba. See if the Braves can.
Everybody tries it.
Yeah.
They never stay in it long.
See if we can shoot them out of it here early. Ooh, that's a walk.
Tried to make the pass, and the passing lane fell apart on her.
Kind of hung out to dry when that happens.
Claire gets called for the travel and gives the ball back to the Lady Tigers. Just underway. Braves with the pressure, and there's a steal by Middleton. Feeds down low. Taz shot in the lane. Won't go. Gets her own rebound. And then loses it off of a Ripley player. Out of bounds. It'll still be Braves basketball. What a pass from Balin down
Wow,
low after she made the steal.
It was a laser.
Yeah, from half court. Ball fed down low. Shot good by Meg Moore.
Yeah, great job on the inbounds play there by the Lady Braves.
It's a good set. Got a backdoor screen, and Meg just kind of rolled into an open lane. And now there's a ball tipped by Abby Reed out of bounds as the Braves continue to put the pressure on.
You can just see the disruption caused by the Lady Braves in their full court defense.
Kind of a 1-2-2 they come out in. Ball comes in the three-quarter court. Ripley gets it in. Feed over to the left wing. Cut, now feed it back out front. And there comes the defense, turning up the pressure. And now a loose ball, bodies flying everywhere. And a jump ball forced by Claire.
Good hustle there by Claire Ray. Just sacrificing her body, diving on the floor, and it'll be Lady Brave basketball.
So forcing that jump ball gives the Braves possession. Ball out front. Claire, left wing. Reed now back out. Circled around. Pass cross back. Claire, three on the way. Ooh. Too strong. Rebound is going to be tipped all the way out, and Abby's going to track it down and feed to an open left wing. Claire's going to reset the offense. Feeds to Reed. Back out front. Now the right wing. Taz drives baseline to the goal, lays it in.
Man, I just feel like I've seen that play over and over again where it ends up with the Taz making a layup.
Ball comes in. Now there's another loose ball. Reaching in for it, and there's another jump ball, this time caused by Lefty. And possession will stay with Ripley. Well, if you just slow down long enough for somebody to get hands on it, it's going to be a jump ball.
Yeah, it's kind of like driving through Birmingham on Interstate 65. You better not slow down; you'll get run over.
That's right. Ripley throws it in, comes in top of the circle, and there's another loose ball. Claire with a steal, dribbles out of the crowd. Now long pass down low for Balin. Now another loose ball and another jump ball, and it'll be Braves basketball. 4-0, Lady Braves with the early lead here, 5:58, about 2 minutes into the game. Ball comes in, Meg, open three on the way, good!
That was a pretty shot.
Oh, it was. And now we got a timeout called by Ripley. So 2 minutes and 9 seconds into this first quarter, and it's a 7-0 Lady Braves lead. We'll pause for 30 seconds. Listen to Braves basketball.
Home Fun 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. Ripley throws it in, but there's a deflection and a steal. Ball ends up back in the hands of Moore for three. Good again.
Man.
Now here comes the pressure. There's a tie-up, and I think they're going to get a foul this time. So Balin's going to pick up the foul, but Coach ain't going to complain about that.
No, that's just hustle. What about the student section that has showed up tonight?
They have.
Hats off to the student section. Filled it up on the other side.
There's a steal by the Taz. Goes to the left hand, lays it in. I couldn't even see the steal for the official in front of me, but she came out of the pile with the ball. Shot on the other end, no good. Claire with the rebound. Has her pocket picked, and then a shot is up and in by number 15. That is Adams. Claire gets it up to Meg. Now down in the corner. Abby back out to Meg. Now she's tied up. Back to Claire. Swings it down low. Tab. Shot good. She can seem like just hang in the air forever.
What a move. You're right. That's exactly like she just froze.
Now she gets a hand on the inbounds pass, but Ripley's able to come up with it. And now a tie-up right here in front of us. So Taz right here, boy, we were up. That's like
I could have tied it up.
Yeah, that was like 3D. Taz was standing on the out-of-bounds line when she touched the ball, so they give the ball back to Ripley.
You know, the crazy thing is the first time she tied it up, he didn't call it. She wasn't out of bounds. And she tied it up a second time, she was standing out of bounds. Lady Braves' defensive pressure is just overwhelming for Itawamba right now.
But her and Abby pulling at that ball, they meant business. You could see it in their face. This wasn't no.
It wasn't tied up. It's like I'm ripping the thing out.
That's it. And there comes the ball in, loose ball, and
what?
Oh.
How do you call a foul on a loose ball, two players running after it, and they bump into each other?
You're a bad official, that's how.
Wow. It was awful.
Now here comes another ball, and now loose, and all kinds of tie-ups, and now a jump ball. The jump ball, And in that case, it's worked our way because they call a jump ball with 2 Ripley players tying it up.
Yeah, how about,
and we got possession. 14-2.
Now we're back in the 2-3 zone.
Lady Braves with the lead. Meg in the corner. Now feeds Balin. Back out. Now back to Meg. 3 on the way. It rims out. Rebound is taken down by the Tigers. And they got numbers going the other way, 2-on-1. There's a travel. Abby was setting up for one of those I'm about to take a charge moves.
Yep.
And that threw the Ripley player off enough to get called for the travel.
It was 2-on-1 with Ripley, and I like our chances with Abby there as our one.
Absolutely. If you're going to have one back, that's the one I want. Casey in the left wing now cross for a open 3 by Balin. No good. Long rebound is picked up by the Tigers. Quickly up the floor, and then there. Oh, Meg had a steal but couldn't hold on to it, and now Ripley just walked with the ball.
Again, even when you have this kind of pressure, you have the forced turnovers, but it also causes the unforced turnovers.
Which is what happened right there. You pick up a loose ball and you just take a couple steps, and you just can't do it. So still 14-2, just past the halfway point of the first quarter. Claire for 3 from the corner, rims out no good, and Ripley has got the rebound, but there's some hands from the Taz. Feeds Balin in the open right wing, driving baseline, cut off, back out to Meg. Swings it around in the corner. Lefty for 3. Good. Abby Reed knocks down a 3. And it is 17-2. Ball comes in the right wing. Now down low. What a good job by Balin. I tell you what, Balin covering the back court by herself, pretty much what she does on this press.
She is doing a great job. She has such a high-level basketball smarts.
And she's got a long wingspan, which helps too.
There's the back court.
So even when Taz doesn't make a steal, she forces a turnover.
Man, the student section
is vocal tonight.
They are doing a great job. Oh, that was backcourt, guys. They're talking about it. Black ball?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they're saying she didn't have possession of it, but
I guess. Well, anyway, Ripley throws it in from right in front of us and takes it down and shoots it over the backboard.
Literally over the backboard.
This game's going to be fun just watching the student section.
It is.
We hadn't had the student section like this in a minute. Taz going to the goal, lost the ball. Ripley picks it up. She was going to the Euro step, but forgot to take the ball with her. And now a loose ball picked up on the other end by Claire, and she's going to be fouled by number 11. That's Adams for Ripley. Oh, check it. I'm reading off the boys' roster.
This whole time?
Orman, yeah. Well, I've only said 2 names.
Okay.
They hadn't had a whole lot of action going on, so. So it's Orman picks up the foul. And earlier I said 15 was Buchanan who got the 1 basket. There's a shot in the lane on the way, no good by Meg. Rebound put back up.
That's Middleton.
By Balin, no good, but she's going to draw the foul and go to the line.
Yeah, good job on the offensive boards there by our senior. She'll get rewarded for it by going to the line for 2 shots.
And the free throw is brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm.
Ooh.
And the first one is no good. That just rolled off. She'll still have 1 more. It's on the way, and that one's good. And substitutions coming in. Braves are sending in 4.
Everybody but
Balin.
But Balin.
No, Abby stayed in too.
Okay, 3.
We got 6 on the floor. No, they just sent in 3. It looked like 4 was coming in.
Did it not?
I think he changed his mind. So there's a long pass, and Butler picks it up, but she didn't travel with it. She was about to go out of bounds and trying to stop.
It was going to be a turnover either way.
So Butler's come in along with Cummings and who else has come in? Gladwell. And there's a steal by Middleton. Balin up the near sideline, loses the ball, and now she'll get called for the travel.
Yeah, Balin kind of go length of the court, just got a little ahead of herself and double dribbled.
18-2. Lady Braves the lead. 2:34 left here in quarter number 1. Ball comes in the backcourt. Here comes the pressure. They get across the timeline. And hands galore. And now a whistle.
And a walk.
And another travel. Well, we have had some travels in this game.
Again, the Lady Braves pressure causing those turnovers.
Up the floor now. Lefty out front. Right wing to Cummings. Now back out front. Reed. Left wing to Glidewell. Cross. Now coming back. Not Glidewell, it's Butler.
It's Butler, fix to say.
Glidewell's inside, just taking the pass and missed the layup. Had a great look, just couldn't get it to go. And Ripley.
Yeah, I think going to get Arley for a push.
Is got the rebound and then a foul on Cummings.
Yeah.
Her first, third team foul. Not a lot of fouls, been more loose balls and now Ripley's going to step on the out-of-bounds line, and the Braves are going to get the ball back.
You know, again, relentless pressure by the Lady Braves. I know we say it over and over again, but that's the name of the game tonight. It's the name of the game most season.
They call a blocking foul on Chloe. Long way from the ball. So turnover. Right by the time Baden was about to step into 3, but now here's Glidewell with a steal, goes to the left hand, lays it in, and draws the foul. Wow.
Job there with Chloe drawing the contact and making that layup with her left hand.
She's got one free throw. It's on the way, and that's good. So Chloe gets the three-point play the old-fashioned way after hitting the Boys Hollingsworth State Farm free throw, and it's 19-2. Should be 20, shouldn't it? I think it was 17 before that. And now we got a whistle and a foul.
I actually got 21.
Yeah, I'm thinking something's not right.
I think it's 21.
I mean,
I've got 21 on my score
that's
sheet.
what I was thinking. So we'll see if they change that. We'll keep an eye on it. Ball on the left wing, Reed. Down low, what a little give and go with Glidewell and Middleton, but Bateman had a shot kind of partially blocked, and Ripley with the rebound. Pull-up jumper on the way is good. Their first basket in a long time. And it's, according to the scoreboard, 19-4, but I'm thinking, and now we're going to come and go call for a travel. Bad when it's our scores and we're cheating ourselves out of 2 points. Minute 4 to go here in quarter number 1. Into this quarter, we'll double check everything, but I think they missed something. Ball comes in, Ripley up the near sideline. Here comes the double team. They pass out of it. Now feed down low. Shot no good. Rebound taken down on Ripley. Shot back up no good. Tipped, ball on the ground, and finally Abby picks it up. Coming up the near sideline. Feed down low. Cummins shot no good, but she's fouled.
Yeah, good look there by Abby running the break. Getting a bounce pass into Arlie Cummins, and she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Ripley fans didn't like the call, but it was a slap on the wrist for sure.
Second foul on Rogers. 5 team fouls now on Ripley, and Artie's first free throw is good. The Boys Hollingsworth State Farm free throw. She's got another one coming up. It's on the way. That one's also good.
2 good-looking free throws there by Arlie.
So scoreboard says 21-4. I'm still having my reservations about that. And now whistle, and they're going to get Butler with a foul. So Ashton's going to pick up her first.
And we're going to shoot free throws here with 36 seconds. Both teams with 5 fouls.
So 2 shots coming up for the Lady Tigers. Down 21-4 with 36 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. First one rims in and goes. 21-5. And gets a good roll on the second one. So a pair of Boys Hollingsworth State Farm free throws for Ripley. And the Braves going the other way with 30 seconds to go here in the first. Butler feeds down low. Glidewell back out. Reed. She'll fire a three on the way. No good. Rebound to Middleton. She goes up. Loses the ball. Goes back up again. Can't get it to go. Finally, the ball ends up in the hands of Ripley. Up the near sideline. Going 2-on-4. That's never a good idea. And that's what happens. They lose the ball, and there goes the Braves the other way. Ahead to Reed. Abby to the goal. Step under. Shot up and in.
Nice move there by Abby. She's got her 5th point.
End the first quarter. Well, the Lady Braves played starters for about half the quarter, and that's all it took before Coach Middleton brought in the subs, and they still lead here at the end of one by a score of 23-6. We'll be back in 1 minute with second quarter action. You're listening to Braves basketball
on Fun 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball, and there's a steal by Taz, who's come back in the game. Goes step under the goal, uses the rim for protection, and lays it in.
She has mastered the spin on that ball on them layups.
Oh, almost. She didn't get the steal, but she called a double. Of course, she got fast hands, too. We talk about how fast she can run, but her hands are equally as fast.
You got Claire, you got Taz, you got Chloe, Meg, and Northington.
Ball comes into Meg. Down the lane. Shot up, runs across the rim, rebounded on the far side by Ripley, and then tied up by Sophie, and the jump ball gives it back to the Braves. You know, that's almost like a 2-for-1 possession when you can do that.
Absolutely.
Ball comes in. Chloe left wing, now down in the corner. Meg wanted to take a three, decided better of it. Swings it across.
Still 2-3 zone by
back to Meg. Lost the ball, tracks it back down, comes back out front. Right wing, pass down low, back out, open three. Meg on the way, good.
Her third three of the night.
In limited time.
Yeah.
She's only took about 4 shots. 3 of them been threes.
Got 11 points.
There's a tie-up. Jump ball will go back to Ripley. Good job tying up by.
How many tie-ups has Lady Braves forced?
A lot. Probably. It double figures at least. Now Meg with a steal and then loses it, but it's knocked out of her hands into the current coach's bench.
Yeah, and the pregnant coach's chair.
Yeah, so that's, you have to be careful there.
Yeah.
So Braves get it back. Taz out front, feeds Meg. Now back in the corner, Chloe. Back to Casey. Now in the corner, Meg off a dribble, down, cross-court pass. And we got a double.
Yeah, Claire dribbled, took 2 dribbles and then took a step.
Yeah. Well, and she caught the ball with a dribble. So turnover gives it back to Ripley, down 28-6.
Yeah, it could be probably
we
more
think
than
it's more than that.
I think it's 30. We'll get that checked out.
Ripley having a hard time getting up the floor. And they're going to call
a foul.
Oh, my goodness. Called a foul on Taz, and that was 2 on her, and I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
And now Braves grab the ball, but again are standing on the sideline. So Ripley gets it back. And Taz steals the inbounds pass. And then she gets run over. This game has zero flow right now. It's a scrum type game, isn't it?
Yep. Ripley's still standing at 2-3.
And now they just call a blocking foul. This same guy called the blocking foul. He's 30 feet away from where he's calling blocking fouls. He put that one on Northington.
Sophie was getting the screen for the corner shot there for Meg, and they said that she moved.
So her first, second team foul. And now it's trouble in the backcourt for Ripley, and it's stole again by Taz. Going to the goal, step under, left hand. She couldn't get that one to go. And rebound's going to go off Ripley and out of bounds. So Braves will throw it in. Meg throw it in from under the backboard. Comes in. I don't know what that call was.
She step out of bounds?
No, Braves.
Braves called timeout.
Timeout.
Okay.
Yeah. So 6:18 to go here in quarter number 2. And the Braves lead 28-6. We'll keep it right here
Hey, we got a couple of guests coming up tonight.
That's right. The Full Court Press back with us tonight. And halftime of the girls' game, we'll have longtime assistant coach for the Braves and overall girls coach for a long time. And that's Coach Louis Riddick. And you talk about somebody who's going to have some stories to tell. Yeah,
I mean, Coach Riddick, man, he's coached a lot of basketball in his time. Everybody knows him. He's had some great years as a head coach, and then, like you said, finished up here as assistant coach. And
he was a big part of the changing the culture.
Change, yeah. Absolutely. So we're looking forward to talking to him.
Kind of been a theme that we've gone with this year. Braves throw it in. Meg in the right wing. Couple of dribbles. Now back out front. Taz swings it in the corner. Claire feeds it down low. Shot up, no good, but a foul. Is they found a spot inside that zone and got it to Chloe, and she drew the foul, and she'll go back to the line.
Yeah, I always know the weak spot in 2-3 zone is at the free throw line. That's where Chloe was camping out, and she got the ball there, turned around, got a 15-foot jumper, and got fouled on it.
First free throw on the way is good. Got the bounce and the roll, and
looks like Meg and Claire is going to check out, and Balin and Abby Reed's going to check back in.
Second of 2 free throws coming up here for Chloe. And that one's also good. So she hits a pair of Boys Hollingsworth State Farm free throws. And the scoreboard says 30-6 Lady Braves right now. We still think they missed the basket in there.
Yeah, I kind of feel bad about questioning that at this point.
Yeah, when you're up so much.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's our people, so that's not too bad.
Right.
And Ripley finally gets one down low and gets the easy layup. And it stops the run for the Braves. It's now 30-8. 5:45 to go in the half. Balin feeds Northington down low. Cross court. Taz drives baseline to the goal. Goes to the left hand. Can't get it to go. Northington puts it back up and in.
Yeah, good job there by Sophie cleaning up the glass and getting the bucket.
That's what Coach Middleton giving her the applause there. He liked that.
Yeah. She did a good job of boxing out.
32-8 now. If you're, you saw that coming. Just a mad scramble and a jump ball is going to go back to the Braves.
Just in-your-face defense there by Abby Reed and kind of left the Ripley player in no man's land, and then you have Balin come up behind and tap it out and cause the tie.
Coach for Ripley's got to be. We're dribbling way too much. That's why we're getting so many tied-up balls. And you can move the ball. The Braves don't dribble a lot. If you'll notice, I mean, it's the ball is mostly in the air. There's a 3 from Reed. Good. Abby knocks down another. From the left wing, Lefty with another 3. And it's 35-8. Ball down low. Shot on the way. No good. Good job blocking out, but the ball's still loose. And comes back and shot up again. No good. Bodies are going everywhere. Finally, Taz picks it up, gets it ahead to Reed. Abby to the goal. Shot won't go. Rebound is going to go off of Ripley and go out of bounds.
Good look there by the Taz. Getting the pass in. Couldn't finish the shot, but we'll get the ball under the basket.
So Reed will throw it in. Comes into Northington. Now she takes it back. Reed for 3 from the corner. Good! Lefty is heating up.
Abby's third 3, the 6th 3 for the Braves, and Ripley's still in that 2-3 zone.
And Taz just picked up her 3rd foul.
She'll come out, and it looks like Arlie Cummins is going to come in.
So 3 on Casely. 3rd team foul this quarter on the Braves.
Casely goes out, takes a break with 8 points.
Ooh, good hands by Northington as they threw it in. She deflects it into the Braves bench, and we'll try it again. Not a lot of room to throw one in when you get in front of the bench.
No.
They get it in, and they back in their way down, and a loose ball goes out and just luckily ends up back in the hands of a Ripley player. Down the right wing, down in the corner, lose the ball. Braves touched it last. Still be Ripley's basketball. Approaching the halfway point of this second quarter. Ball comes in, backing her way. Again, a lot of hands. Shot no good. Tip no good. And rebound is last touched by Ripley to be Braves basketball again. think after this second quarter, we may not see starters in the third and fourth quarter at all. We will see. Harley out front, right wing to Middleton, down in the corner. There's Abby for another three. Ooh, that one just rimmed out. Northington had the rebound, put it back up, couldn't get it to go, and now Ripley grabs it, and Sophie ties him up, forces a jump ball, which will stay with Ripley this time.
Yeah, another jump ball forced by the Lady Braves.
You know, you can go games and hardly see one or two. I mean, there's had to have been 15 in this quarter. I mean, in this half.
Lady Braves going to back into their half-court defense, man-to-man.
Ball comes into the right wing, off a dribble. Now they lose it, able to track it back down, feed it out front, down the lane, pull-up jumper on the way, rolls across the rim, no good. Rebound put back up, lost the ball, and Middleton got the rebound and also got fouled.
Yeah, good job there by Balin, just wrestling the ball away on the rebound, and she gets fouled. Third team foul on Ripley, 3 team fouls on the Lady Braves.
Ball on the right wing, Abby for three, on the way, rims out, no good. Rebound is taken out of the hands of a Brave player, and Ripley on the other way. Braves with good hands, and then Ripley gets called for the travel.
Yeah, following the play there was Sophie Northington, and she got a hand in there and forced it out, which caused the turnover by the Lady Tigers.
So 2:57 to go here in the half, 38-8. Lady Braves with the ball. Chloe back out front, now in the corner. Balin got open three on the way. Good! As the threes continue to rain down.
7th three-pointer this half for the Lady Braves.
41-8. Ripley goes to the right wing, picks up their dribble, now feed down the corner, takes the pass back. Trying to go out front. Swings in the left wing, got an open three on the way. Good. There's the first three of the game.
Wide open, she drained it.
And the lead back down to 30 again, 41-11. Balin feeds Abby in the left wing. Back out front, Arlie now back to Balin in the corner. There's a screen. Balin's going to fire one off of it. Rims out, no good. Sophie with the rebound, puts it back up, lost the ball, or had her shot blocked, one. And now Ripley gets it ahead. 2-on-2. Pull-up shot, good. About the only way they get a shot off is you get a shot off quick.
Yeah.
If you give the Braves time to get back defensively, you pretty much have.
Pretty good chance you ain't going to get a shot off.
Yeah. Feed, give and go down low. Northington goes to the right hand.
What a move.
From under the goal and spins one in.
Nice job there by the freshman.
Good ball movement that time. They fed the high post to the low post, and then good job by Sophie to use that basket for protection and get the easy layup. 43-13. Ball on the left wing, down the lane. Now they kick it back out on the right wing, back out front. Ooh. There was a travel. He knew it was a travel. He wanted to call it.
Yeah.
Now we got timeout. He just couldn't. He couldn't blow the whistle. He couldn't bring himself to do it. He looked at the scoreboard and said, I ain't
going to call it. Yep.
That would have been like a half a foul.
Just get one free throw.
Yeah, I mean, because he just did everything but blow the whistle. Under a minute to go here in the half. 43-13. Ripley with the ball. Fall away jumper on the way, no good. Balin tips it out. It'll stay with Ripley.
You know, good job there by Balin. She couldn't get the rebound, couldn't get both hands on it, but she tapped it out of there to keep from Ripley having just a putback.
Ripley will throw it in from the baseline. They're going to try. They get it in. I tell you what, if Chloe had turned around, she could have just intercepted that pass. If this was a football game, she's been called for face guarding.
I think they're going to get Chloe with her second foul.
Yep. So 2 on Chloe, 4 on the Lady Braves. Just 37 seconds to go here in half. There's Northington. She was face guarding, but she did turn around. She got the steal, gets the head. Arlie to the goal. Shot's good, and she draws the foul.
Good job there by Arlie. Making the bucket and going to get the and one.
So Arlie going to the line, trying to get 3 the old-fashioned way. And she does. Good free throw from the sophomore.
Arlie's 3 for 3 from the line.
That free throw is brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka.
Lady Braves are 7 of 8. 7 of 8 as a team from the line.
Ripley shot up, Banks no good. Rebound, Northington. She's played good when she's come in. Gets the head, Balin behind the defense. Lays it up and in. 10 seconds. Cross half court, and there's a loose ball. Oh, they're going to call a foul, and 3 free throws coming up for Ripley. Wow.
They going really?
Yeah, really. At half court.
Who'd they call the foul on?
I'm about to see here. I think on called it on Arlie, I'm pretty sure.
They never put it up there.
I saw him holding up 2, and that ain't 2 shots. First free throw on the way is good. Second one, that is also good. 48-15. And she hits all 3. So 3 free throws there to end the half. And there should be there was a half a second left on that clock when they blew the whistle, and they probably should have kept it there, but they're not. They're going to let it go. So here at the half, Lady Braves lead by a score of 48-16. We'll pause for 1 minute. We'll come back with the full court press in 1 minute. You listen to Braves basketball.
Home Fun 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. Halftime here of girls game. The Lady Braves lead 48-16 as we head into the full court press. And at this time, we are joined by Coach Louie Riddick. Coach, we were talking about before you came on that, how many teams have you coached and when you started and all that. And, of course, we couldn't tell everybody that. So take us back, how this started, when it started, these teams, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, take us back to young Louie and bring us up there. Yeah.
Well, first of all, let me tell y'all, thank you for coming back and being broadcasting Braves basketball again. I know the people around here appreciate that so much, and try to show a token of my appreciation every once in a while as best I can. It was a long time ago now. I'm going to go ahead and tell you something y'all might not have known. I was in pharmacy school. I was going to be a pharmacist. And I was in the lab one night about 8 o'clock and decided this wasn't for me. So I called my mom that night and I said, I can't do this for a living. It will drive me crazy. She said, well, everything paid the same. What would you like to do? I said, I want to coach and teach. She said, well, change your major. And so I did my student teaching over at Tupelo in the fall semester, worked with the boys basketball program, graduated in December. They gave me a little bit of stipend to come back over in the second semester and work. I'm sitting at the state tournament down there. One of my friends from South Mississippi comes up and sit with me before our ball game and says, do you think you'd ever coach girls basketball? I said, man, I don't think I could do that. That'd be too hard. And what happened? 34 years of girls basketball.
So that was the last boys team you ever coached?
Well, no, I coached 1 year. We had an emergency situation. Coach had to leave in the middle of the season, and I took over after that. But otherwise, I started down in South Mississippi at Prentice Christian, a private school. Loved my time there. Great kids. They had come off their best season ever the previous year, 7-24. But they'd never had anybody who was a basketball coach. They were always given the assistant baseball coach, somebody like that. And all they needed was somebody who cared about them. And, man, they turned it around and won a state championship 4 years later.
Wow.
And so that's the thing I love about girls basketball. They will buy in. If you'll show them you care, they're going to buy in and play for you. A friend of mine was coaching at Kyle Seuss, gave me a call. He said, it's a good place up here, Alcorn Central, looking for a girls basketball coach. So I came up, interviewed, and sure enough got that job and had great 18 years there. I took a year off. My disabled sister, was in Oxford having heart trouble, and so we're going to have surgery with her. So I took a year off, went to be with her, and then got in touch with a friend of mine who was over at Amory, and he said, looking for a girls basketball coach over here. So I spent 2 years coaching basketball at Amory. I did the third year there coaching cross country and golf, of all things. Went to Tremont for 4 years. Loved my time there, too. Retired. And I was in Jackson, Mississippi, as I always do, go down to state finals, me and my buddy Mike Lewis, and Jackie Bills ran into me. He said, what are you doing these days? And I said, well, first year in retirement. He said, would you ever think about getting back into it? I said, it would have to be the perfect situation. He said, we got all 4 positions open, head boys, head girls, assistant boys, assistant girls. I said, first of all, I'm through being a head coach, and also I've done nothing but girls, so I want to, if I do take a job anywhere, it's going to be a girls situation. So I came up for, first of all, I talked to some people about the job, and I didn't realize they had been on such hard times as they'd been. And so I said, well, what's the deal? And finally got some inside information, found out some things. So I came up to talk to Jackie about it. And we showed me around the campus, and we got back to the office, and I didn't know it that day, but Brian Middleton was interviewing that day too. So we sat down there. Jackie got called out of the office, and we sat down.
Did you know Brian?
Didn't know Brian.
Yeah.
But after about 10 minutes, I knew this is somebody I want to work with.
Yeah.
The guy was wanting to win championships. Now I said, this is basketball country up here. I've been here for a long time, and so we talked about being here together. And when we came back, we both got hired and came back to talk to the girls about it. Brian got tied up at the superintendent's office, so they took me in the library and the girls by myself, and they said, talk to him for a few minutes until he gets here. And everything that I talked about winning championships and things like that, Brian came in and said the same things right after that. So, and I can remember Morgan Perkins and Robin McMillan's eyes being as big as saucers. I remember those 2 kids just as sure as the world sitting there in front of us when we talked about things like that. So it was just inevitable it was going to happen.
Well, we were talking. We talked to Brian. We've talked to Becky about it, and a couple times I've got to talk to the girls before a game. We mentioned it, and you know this. It required a culture change here at TC, and you were part of, like some of those girls you mentioned that were part of that. They may not have saw the benefits then, but they were part of just the whole re-imaging of the culture. Kind of talk about that a minute.
Yeah, and that's something every time I see some of these former players, I remind them of that. They said, you may not have a ring, but you had just as much to do with that ring as anybody else did. And these kids are so good about buying into it. They see the thing. And of course, we had an uphill struggle. The first thing Jackie told me, he said, we got some kids that should be at TC that are in Alabama playing, at Belmont playing, everywhere. He says, we got to keep our kids here. And so that's one thing Brian talked about doing is let's get into these middle schools and convince these kids that TC is the place to be. And so that really meant something. Of course, I could relate to them in the situation. That's the first time I've been in a situation where I could be the good guy. And so, Brian could be the old mad guy, and they'd come crying to me after practice.
It's a good cop, bad cop.
Good cop, bad cop. And they'd come crying to me after practice, and I could say all the right things to them.
Oh, me. Well, one of the things that we see you on social media, hadn't seen a lot of here lately, we kind of talked about that, is you got raccoons as pets, basically. They don't live in your house, but they just show up, and it.
How did that start? That's what we want.
I'm just kind of going. What happened?
This is an amazing thing. I was home one afternoon, stopped by the house real quick, changed clothes. We were playing ball game. We had a ball game at Corinth that day. JV girls starting at 4, so I was changing clothes and getting ready to bite to eat. And I stepped out on the back porch, and there was a raccoon out in my backyard. And I just said something to it. And it started walking toward me, which made me think it might have been a pet for someone. So I went inside and got all I had in my house that might eat. I had some corn chips. So I put some corn chips, or tortilla chips, rather. And he sat there and ate. And since he was by himself, I started calling him like the Lone Ranger. I started calling him Ranger. Well, Lord, this particular one got to the point where he would show up, and I'd sit down on the porch step, and he would crawl up on my leg, and I could sit there and give him his cookies. I haven't had any other of the rest of them that tame, but I have a crew that comes every night. They're pretty predictable. They come each night, and I pour Fruit Loops out for them, sit there and talk to them for a while. And they'll come up and take a cookie from me. So, yeah, I guess I've got pets.
Can you imagine, I'm just in my mind, if raccoons, how they talk to each other? Hey, there's a guy. He's giving out Fruit Loops and corn chips. Come with me.
He's got Fruit Loops and he's baking cookies.
He's baking cookies. That's another cool thing. We appreciate you doing that for us, man. That's just cool. I know you do it for the girls, too. So kind of talk about, when did you become a cookie baker?
Well, it started with my classes. When we would have big tests like exams coming up, midterm exams, stuff like that, I would get them in groups and let them, we practice going over tests and compete with each other. And our goal was to win something. Sometimes they don't care about winning the game. It's more what's in it for them. And so I started making cookies, and the winner got cookies. And they kept talking about how good the cookies were. So, well, maybe I can use it to get some things out of these girls, too. So, and I've kind of gotten superstitious about it. If I don't bring my cookies tonight, or they're not going to play good and that kind of thing.
So. And the sad part is, I've yet to be able to eat one of these cookies.
You don't eat sugar.
I don't eat sugar, and so I made the comment last week to Coach Rick and said, you need to learn how to make sugar-free cookies. Well, He shows up tonight with me some sugar-free donuts, which I have not been able to find. And I am looking forward to eating those for sure.
Oh, me. Hey, Coach, can you hang around for a couple of minutes? What's going on?
I might say something I'm not supposed to say.
Hey, one thing I want to ask you is, what do you see in this team that seems like, hey, they got a shot?
Brian approached me, probably the second week of the season. He says he's worried. He says things are going so good. How are they going to handle adversity? I said, well, the first thing I see is amazing to me. I thought these kids would be this good late in the season. I wasn't expected early. It was the fact that they're so unselfish. I mean, they share the ball so well. On and off the floor, being around them, I see the fact that they care about each other. And I like the mentality of so many of the kids, and especially somebody like Claire Ray, point guard. She doesn't show emotion. She doesn't let things bother her. She doesn't get too high, doesn't get too low. They're just fun kids to watch. I know that.
We talk about a conundrum that our opponents face on defense is how to guard this team.
Yeah.
And we can pretty much play however you want to play defense.
Yes.
Yeah. And when you got 5 girls that can score, I mean that's the defensive wise, that's rough. We're back underway here. Lady Braves going from right to left. We were wrong. They done come back with the starters.
They did, yeah.
And Braves out front now, swings it at Middleton, left wing, pulls up, now feeds lefty. Hands off, there goes Taz, turning on the Jets all the way to the goal, goes to the right hand, can't get the shot to go, and Ripley gets the rebound.
What about the quickness of Kaisley there, Coach?
She's learned this year how to control that. Last year she was wide open all the time. Now she's using different speeds, and it's really benefited.
That's what's bad when somebody's got multiple speeds they can use,
You need to gear down.
Yes, that's right. Hammer down, gear down. And, and this year, too, she's going right hand or left hand when she goes to the goal, too. Ripley with the ball out front. Down the left side of the lane, goes to the left hand, layup, no good. Kaisley's in there, tips it out to Claire, and she heads up the middle of the floor. Braves got numbers. Feed it down low, lefty the baseline, back out front. Meg for 3, knocks down another one.
That opens that door, Coach. Meg Moore. I ain't never seen anything like her in as long as I've been doing this. So
she's impressive. And the thing about it, like you said, if they put too much attention on her, these other girls burn her.
Yeah, that really helps her. I mean, there's a steal. Meg just stepped into the passing lane and unselfishly pulls up, and sometimes unselfish gets you a turnover. She kind of put Claire in a bad spot down the middle of the floor. In other situations, when you're not up by 40 points, you might want Meg just to take that one onto the goal. But again, just like Coach Rick talked about, the girls are so unselfish.
Yeah, absolutely.
The only time, like last year, the only time we saw Meg smile was when she made an assist.
Right.
I mean, she could knock down 5 threes. The game she had 36 points in the playoffs. She didn't smile but one time. That's when she made the no-look pass.
Yeah.
I don't know what that call was, but I swear it looked like the official was doing the crane from the Karate Kid.
And Coach, this seems like, of course, Lady Braves can score, but defense seems like where they really hang their hat. That's maybe one of the quickest teams I think Brian's had since he's been here, just overall team speed.
And people, I wasn't expecting to play defense as well as they did. Look, Baylon Middleton is doing so many things this year that have impressed me.
Yeah, we talked to her mom, Becky, about, she has such a high basketball IQ anyway. Never do you expect that being a coach's kid.
And there she gets the rebound, gets it ahead. Braves got numbers. Up to Taz, to the left hand, or right hand lays it in. Braves run that break so well. Ball hardly ever hits the floor. I mean,
that's what you like to see on a fast break, and it, Coach, just passes.
It is.
53-16 now. Lady Braves up. Ripley out front, tried to work off a ball screen. Cummins has come in the game now, and Braves have taken. Again, he's kind of resting the nagging injury players a little bit more. As Meg's gone out and Claire's gone out. Now there's a steal by Shooter all the way to the goal. Lays it in. Good job using her body to block off the defender. And then use the backboard to get the basket. It's 55-16 now with 4:52 to go here in the third.
Lady Braves have a deep bench as well, too, don't they?
Yeah, nobody back. Ripley trying to throw the ball in, just walked in. We've seen that a couple times now. Just stepped right in there.
We were talking to Brian before the game. He talked about, he got a couple players with nagging injuries. He said, I told the girls, he said, this year we got a team that's kind of built to handle that.
And look at the Cummins girls. Bless their hearts, the injuries they've had to deal with. But look at Arlie's come back with such confidence.
Yeah,
she's
absolutely.
Not showing any favoritism to that leg.
So Balin tries to drive baseline, gets the shot off, but she's fouled before the shot. One team foul apiece. Now Balin for three. Good. She knocks down one from the corner. That's about 4 for Balin. I mean, 3 for her now.
That's two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 threes so far for the Lady Braves.
Wow. 58-16. Ripley crosses half court. Now swing to the left wing. Raising that man-to-man. Boy, there's no easy shots against this defense. And, as many tie balls we've seen just as many unforced and forced turnovers from this Braves defense, just, where we don't make a steal, but we just force the turnover. 58-16, 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. Got that running clock going here in the second half. Abby looking to get a post up down low to Chloe. Feeds Butler, who's come in the game. Now she feeds it down low. Ball knocked out of bounds. Probably had a better entry from the left wing than he did from the corner right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
Couldn't get it down there, so Braves will throw it in. Reed to throw it in. Running off a couple screens. Now feeds Ari out in the left wing. Now to Balin, top of the circle. Down the right wing. Kicks it back out. Butler for three. Too strong. And Middleton saves the ball in to Butler. What a job by Balin. Now to Reed in the right wing. She feeds Middleton baseline. Gets down low. Butler wide open under the goal. Gets the layup and scores. Somebody forgot about Ashland. She was waving. She was doing everything but blow a trumpet to get the ball down there to her. And now she makes a steal, or Chloe makes a steal on the other end. Braves up 60-16. Balin, she got away with a travel right there. Wanted to take the three, passed it up. Now they feed down low. Chloe going to the goal. Shot up, won't go. And Ripley with the rebound. And before they charge a travel, when you try not to run over somebody, that's what happens. A lot of times you get called for the travel. Balin was set up to take a charge.
Coach, what's one thing you miss about being on the sidelines?
Well, in all honesty, I don't miss being on the sidelines. I love coaching practice.
Yeah.
I love teaching basketball.
Well, one reason that we came back was we missed the relationship we have with these players.
That's right.
Another three by Middleton.
And Balin knocks down another. See, I told you she was going to have three. And, that was the part we missed.
Yeah.
We still have players from kind of like you that we 10, 15 years ago that stop by here and see us every time they come to a game. And, that's the kind of thing you miss. And, I knew when we came back last year to do the playoffs that we'd probably be back. And here we are. Braves get it up. Balin to the goal. Layup, no good, but she'll go to the line. Under a minute to go. Again, we got a running clock.
This next fourth quarter will fly by pretty quickly.
First free throw by Balin on the way is good. That free throw brought to you by Boyce Hollingsworth State Farm in Iuka. 1002 Battleground Drive. Phone number 423-5931 as Balin hits another one of Boyce's free throws. And then she heads to the bench. So all the starters off the floor now. Braves got the second team in. Also, first time we have seen Mary Catherine Davis, I think, first time on the floor. And there's a steal by Chloe. Stepped in that passing lane, going to the goal. Steps under, shot no good. Rebound taken down by Ripley. Braves do a good job getting back defensively. There's a three on the way. Good.
Quick shot there. Good looking shot there by Ripley.
Sydney Bates, number 30, with the basket. And then Cummins with a three at the buzzer, knocks it down. That draws a smile from the girls on the bench.
Well, Coach, we ain't going to make you sit here and do a job for us. But, man, we appreciate you. We appreciate what you've done, what you've done here, not only your career, but TC, and how you still support these girls and support us. And we thank you for coming by and sharing some of your time with us.
Good people and good place to be over here.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, he's got raccoons to go home and take care
of. That's it. Yeah, they may be hungry.
All right, Lady Braves lead here at the end of three by a score of 68-19. We'll pause for 30 seconds. We'll come back with fourth quarter action. Listen to Braves basketball.
On Fun 91.
Welcome back to Braves basketball. 3 quarters in the books. Lady Braves Mary Catherine Davis on the floor. You've got Ashlyn Butler, Chloe Glidewell, Sophie Northington, and Arlie Cummins. That's your 5 on the floor with the Braves with a pretty much a 50-point lead. And actually, we still think it's more than that, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
When this game's over, you're going to total up what you got and see if that's what the scoreboard said.
I don't think they made up those 2 points on the scoreboard.
I don't either. I wonder if there was something got waved off and we didn't know.
Yeah, it could have been.
We'll have to compare the point totals of the players we got with points with what they've got. Ball on the left wing. Chloe down the right side. Loses the ball. Good steal that time by Ripley. Going the other way, all the way to the goal. Left-handed layup is good. 68-21 now. Cummins, right wing. Out of Glidewell on the left. Chloe kicks it to Cummins. She drives baseline. Floater on the way, won't go. And rebound is taken down by Ripley. And then tied up by Cummins. And it'll be a jump ball. Possession goes back to the Braves. Again, the jump balls are unbelievable.
Yeah, it's got to be a double digits in jump ball.
Oh, absolutely. It comes in to Chloe. Her shot rims off, and Ripley with the rebound. And they're blowing that whistle. Going to call a foul on Sophie. Clock continues to run. Feed it down in the corner. Now back out. Feed down low. Ball's tipped around and stolen by Glidewell, but then she loses the ball. Ripley comes back up with it. And another whistle and another foul. I think that's on Arlie, too. Here come some more Braves players in. Looks like Miley Downs. And Lily Edge, I believe, is who's come in. Yep, that's your two that's come in.
Chloe and Arlie will have a seat.
And there's a shot on the way. Is good for Ripley. That's number 22, Jada Perry. 3 outside, no good. Rebound. Sophie, she's ripped that thing out of there so far. She threw the ball from one end of the court to the other.
And the player went with her.
So alternate possession to go back to Ripley. That's some strength right there.
Yeah.
Ripley had like 8 guys on the floor. We got to clear off a few of those. Now they got her down to 5, ready to throw it back in. It's like a football game where the official has to stand behind the quarterbacks. You can't snap the ball until you got the right number of people on the field. Out front. Being guarded closely by Edge. You notice one thing, no matter when, there's a banked in 3.
The banker from the top of the key.
You know, no matter what lineup Coach Middleton puts out there on the floor, what a look down low. Butler wide open, and what a pass by Mary Catherine. She found her wide open.
And again, I mean, just the laser pass all the way down the baseline.
What I was going to say is no matter what groups are or how young of players that Coach Middleton puts on the floor, the intensity of the defense or of the players does not let up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, he has instilled that in all of his players, not just the 5 or 6 that you see play the most.
And that shows you, one thing that shows you is that's their standard, right? I mean, everybody's going to play the same way. You may have a different level of experience or even athletic ability, but we're going to play the same way.
So, now this time they throw the ball in. Braves got 6 players on the floor. These guys must have a late dinner date or something.
Usually it's up to the officials to control that, right?
Yeah,
you don't start the ball in play till
he's throwing them in. You still got them running by him.
The dinner date.
And now we got a double dribble in the backcourt on Ripley, so Braves get it back. They still blowing the whistle. So Edge going to bring it up for the Braves. Feeds the right wing to Maddie Durham, who's just come in. Maddie going to fire up a 3. Ooh. Rims out no good. And Ripley with the rebound and a whistle and a foul is going to go on Ella Kinney, who has also come into the game.
Everybody getting to play tonight, as you would expect. Good experience these younger Lady Braves.
70-26. Ripley gets it in, and it goes right through the hands, and then they track it down. Braves getting back defensively. Feed down low, and they're going to call a over the back on Ella. That's 2 on her quick.
That's 2, yeah. She come and get her money's worth.
That's right. Be aggressive. You're going, you know, got a 44-point lead. You can be aggressive. Off a screen, right wing shot up rim.
Oh wow!
That thing went all the way around and kissed off the backboard, went around again and went in.
You know, one thing that's cool when these younger players on both teams get to play is when they make a bucket. It's great to see the support from the starters on the bench.
Absolutely, they're the biggest fans.
Right.
3 on the end, no good by the Braves. Durham. Ripley with a 3 on the other end, no good, and the ball is picked up by Caroline Robinson, who's just come into the game. So I believe the Braves have gotten everybody on the floor. There's Maddie for another 3, no good. So she is firing up some threes, ain't she?
Trying to, that's what her sister could drain them things.
Yep. Now a whistle, and they're going to call a travel. They're going to call a travel on Ripley, but I don't know. Our girls are hollering about something over there. I think we might have had 6 on the floor again. Coach done pulled Miley Downs back out.
Yeah, Coach
now center to the table.
He's doing a carousel of subs right now.
Shot in the lane by Davis, no good. She gets her own rebound, and now tried to feed it to Edge, and then it's stolen by Ripley, and then a foul on Edge.
Yeah, that'll take another 45 seconds off the clock, probably.
Yeah, we're going to go to the other end and shoot some free throws. No fouls on Ripley this quarter.
They hadn't had much time to foul, but they ain't calling them on Ripley, though. And I wouldn't either, honestly. So
under a minute to go, and first free throw on the way is good. 70-29 now. Those boys Hollingsworth State Farm free throws. Sure we'll see a few of those in the boys game.
Yeah, hang around. That's going to be an exciting boys game.
Next one also good. 70-30 now. 30 seconds to go here in the ball game. There's a 3 on the way again. Maddie's been in and shot 4 threes, hasn't she?
She got the green light.
She does. 22 seconds to go. Baseline jumper by Ripley, no good. Rebound and a whistle and a foul.
And that'll do it for the time.
Foul is going on, I think it's on 10, Caroline Robinson. And to the free throw line. Goes Ripley, and the first free throw on the way is good. 70-31. This will do it. Next one, that's also good. 70-32 is going to be your final score. Braves are going to win another one. You know, with the running clock, the Braves had 1 basket in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
It was 68-19 at the end of 3, and 70-32 ends up being your final. Lady Braves go to 18-0 on the season. 4-0 now in the division. They've won 32 games in a row going back to last year. Michael's got the numbers for you.
Yeah, I've got a lot of numbers for them. I'm going to call out everybody because everybody's score is going to get their name called out tonight. 4 Lady Braves, though, in double figures, led by 2 players. Senior Bayla Middleton had 14. She had those 3 3-pointers. Freshman Meg Moore had 14. She had 4 3-pointers. You had 11 points for Abby Reed with 3 3-pointers, 10 points for Kaisley Timms, 8 points for Arlie Cummins, 7 points for Chloe Glidewell, 4 points each for Sophie Northington and Ashlyn Butler. So let's see, let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 3-pointers for the Lady Braves.
Wow. Well, Braves are going to be hard to beat anyway, but when you hit the 11 threes, that makes your job even tougher. All right, Braves win it. Lady Braves win it by a final of 70-32. 18-0 now in the season, 4-0 in the division. Boys coming up, big game with Ripley here, and we'll have that for you in about 9 or 10 minutes. We'll send it back to the studio. Till then, you're listening to Braves basketball
on Fun 91.